friendship.
Ooh, I need to seduce men.
For Zaga.
Modern day pimping, literally. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm like, to basically, if you spend, you're gonna go with her home. Okay.
You're now tuned in to Wisdom with Nelly M.
Sanvanani Timelanga Sheni to everybody out there. As you know, I am the lady of the wise, the queen that reigns supreme, Nelly Indlovagazi, and I'm not always alone in the studio. Today I have got this amazing young lady. She is a dancer, a creative. She's the kind of person when you are around her, there's never a dull moment. And most importantly, she is a woman of God. Help me welcome Saraline.
Hello guys, how are you guys?
How are you?
I'm great. It feels good to be here.
It feels good that you came, hey?
Thank you.
We are honored to have you seated with us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's an honor.
Okay, so please tell us more about what you do and who is Saraline?
Sheesh, that's a lot. There's a lot to unravel when it comes to me.
We are ready. we want it all.
Oh wow, okay. I could say that firstly I'm a student. I'm studying HR.
Where?
I recently started at Parktown, CJC Parktown.
Okay.
And it's going good so far, so good. But besides that, I'm a dancer. Yeah.
Hey, guys,
I'm the technical lady. Yes, I'm the technical lady as well.
Jeez.
I'm a tailor as well. I'm into fashion.
That.
Yes, I'm into the fashion space. What else besides that?
Okay.
I'm a vibe.
You are. She's definitely
I'm a vibe. Besides that, yeah.
Okay, so please tell us how your creative journey started.
Began.
How you started dancing and how you knew, okay, this is where I'm supposed to go. This is what I love to do.
Oh wow! Funny enough, I didn't even know how I just fell in love with it. Fell in love with it. We had creative arts sessions at church at Christ Embassy, and there was a whole crew, man. Like we had leaders. We had 3 leaders: one for dance, one for drama, one for poetry. And I've been with them. Well, they left us in charge. I think in 2020. They left us in charge, but we were there with them for I don't know how long, since 2015 I think.
2015.
Yes.
And who is your favorite dancer?
Hope is my favorite dancer.
Hope.
Yes,
Hope.
I'm a piano. Hope.
Okay. So between, I thought you would say Bontle, Kamumpela.
Okay, yes, Kamu, yes, but I think Hope. She has a lot.
She comes with that young vibe,
I like her energy.
Yeah, she's got that energy. So you wouldn't mind to collaborate with her?
Ooh, I wouldn't mind, but I think she would really put the pressure.
Yeah, I feel like you guys would actually work good together because you can dance.
I can. I mean, it has been a while since I've been in that space, guys. It's been a minute.
But you were there at Wits last week.
Yes,
Tell us about that.
Oh wow, that was actually.
I love that. I even commented. I saw it on Instagram and Kaya posted. I love that. Tell us more about that.
That was Merveille's project. So she's basically a film student studying cinematography, and she needed a few dancers to, act out some scenes, and
it was nice. I saw it.
I was there. I was part of them. Yeah,
it was the experience.
The experience was great. I love being behind the camera, especially when it's for Merveille, and seeing that I'm gonna be in her film for her final assignment.
Wow.
That is beautiful. It's lovely.
It is. Tell us more about your friendship. It's like you guys are so close. I really admire your friendship. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it.
It's the first time I've actually.
They're not sisters, but they're sisters, as if they're related. Tell us more about that.
It's so crazy because I haven't had female friendship groups that actually work out.
Because females, I don't know.
Female friendships are just
it's too much.
There's always a catch to it.
And so
with them, it's kind of they were like close, and then they wanted me to be closer with them, and I'm just like, guys,
like having doubts about it.
I was having doubts about it because I know friendships
with females,
especially groups, and
especially
you know,
guys are 5.
we four.
Okay.
I'm the 4th one, so it's kind of like, what's this trio that's going on here, you know? And yeah, it works out. I think they are amazing. I don't think I know. I'm blessed to have them.
Tell us more about Women of the Word. I see Kaya started this fellowship and you guys are included. When she came here, she also explained more about it. How all of you guys as friends bring that different vibe to it, that different flavor to it. Tell us your experience there. Have you been enjoying being there?
I have been. I love the fact that Candace has opened herself up to, you know, creating that space for girls, especially, you know. I remember when she
growth, actually.
It shows growth,
Maturity,
really,
yes.
and like for the fact that she is empowering women of God to stand up with the word.
That's great.
And you know, it's really beautiful to watch. So when I was there, I thought it was just a photo shoot. You know, the first time we had the photo
pictures are
shoot,
beautiful.
it was just like we're going out for lunch, you know, we're having like a picnic, and then I see the camera guy there. I'm like, Ivana, what are you doing here? And he's like, no guys, we're choosing our first photo shoot. And I was just like, girl, I'm down for it all the way.
Pictures are beautiful.
All the way, yeah.
I saw them.
Yeah, no, I love it so much.
Okay, so we're gonna tap on this issue that is attacking most of the young people.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about identity crisis. Most youths and young people are finding it difficult
To find the identity.
yes, and they end up doing everything to fit in, even though they're not comfortable in that space. For example, have you like left your they've invited you to an event, and in your hearts of hearts, you know, Hore, I don't want to go, but because of Hore, you want to please Bani
Ban's gonna be there.
like you go, and when you arrive, you're like, shit, I knew I shouldn't have come here.
I shouldn't have.
And most young people are going through that, and they end up in the wrong spaces, and then they end up being hooked to certain things. What is your take on that?
I think going through an identity crisis, firstly, should be a phase. You know, I think everybody, it's normal.
True. It's normal.
It's normal to have like some form of identity crisis as you grow up. But I think when you have reached a certain age, I could say after like 21, or like when you are 21 or 20, you know, you should kind of have like a backbone as to who you are, what you identify yourself with, the places you go, who you chill with, you know, those type of things. So I think, I still feel like many people kind of misunderstand what identity really is.
Okay, so what is identity to you?
It's kind of like, it's who you are, basically. So if you're trying to be someone who you're not, that's where the crisis is, you know what I mean?
Okay.
If you don't but like, if you're not comfortable in your own skin, if you're not comfortable in your own body, then you're gonna have a problem with identifying with certain things. Yes, with who you are. But yeah.
And who do you identify with?
Oh wow, Christ.
I'm gonna ask her this question, and I know the answer.
There's no way that I could identify myself with anything else. I think growing up, I've seen, you know, I've been also trying to find myself as well, you know. But then I realized that the more I stick closer to God, the more I feel safe, the more I feel like I'm just safe, you know what I mean? Like, because all these other things, they really don't serve you. They don't serve you at all. Like, these lifestyles that don't serve you, and you just doing it for, I want to be part of this, you know? Like, take for instance, being a bottle girl. So I've been out looking for a job, right? I've been out looking for a job recently, and the only jobs that are there are bottle girl jobs, and I can't be a bottle girl. I don't see myself.
The kind of dresses.
You know what I'm saying? Not even about the dresses and all that, but I think the type of job that they do and what it actually is, what it entails. You know what I'm saying? The intention behind it. That's what I don't identify with. Like, having to seduce men.
For Zaga.
No, just for them to spend and then
Exactly.
you get your cards along the way. But then it's just like...
And then sometimes they also sell girls. Do you know that?
Yes, they
Like
do.
I could bring you and be like, I'm a bottle girl and
I'm the
Beverly
host.
is the blesser with the money.
Yes.
And then I'm like, to Beverly, if you spend, you're gonna go with her home. Obviously, she's gonna spend and spend.
And you know what I mean? That's like pimping, actually. That's like modern day pimping, literally.
Yes.
Why are you looking at me like that? No, for real.
Yes.
For real. So I think having an identity helps you to identify what are those things that are for you and what are those things that are not for you.
Principles.
Yes, values, you know.
Discipline.
Morals, at least.
Exactly. What you can't and can do.
Yes, I think in this day and age,
Yes.
like I think almost
Especially amongst the young people. Oh, guys, sinenkinga.
yo, like when they say that Gen Z is going down, they mean what they say.
True.
Cause it's funny. It's not funny, but it's just like I see where the deceit is. I see where people are going wrong with this.
Where?
But it's the identity thing.
Exactly, yeah.
The identity thing, and if you don't know where you come from, like if you don't,
You'll be tossed in jail.
tossed to and fro.
Explain to us more about your relationship with God. How did that all start? How did you start working in the ministry and saying, "God, you know what? I'm gonna do this for the Lord, and I'm not ashamed of it."
I think the ministry part of it is a whole nother dynamic. My walk with Christ is beautiful. I think
You know.
I know the Holy Spirit guides me, even though I don't always acknowledge Him, and I think that's where the growth is. I need to be more conscious and more mindful
That He's always with you.
always with me. You know, I'm very independent, so in my mind I do things, and I skip the part. I skip the part that
Yeah.
I need to rely on the Holy
True.
Spirit.
That's true. I
You know
feel
what I
like-
mean?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I skip that part, and then if I make a mistake along the way, I realize that, oh damn, it's because I didn't pray before I did this, or is it because it's because, you know? So
You're so dependent
It's-
on
yes.
your human knowledge.
on my human knowledge. So yeah, it's a growing experience. It's a growing day by day relationship.
Okay, speaking of relationships, we want the juicy parts. Hey. Okay, so are you in a relationship?
Ooh, I don't know.
It's a
Ooh.
yes or a no?
Honestly speaking, I don't know. I'm dating. I think there's a difference. Okay, what's the difference between being in a relationship and dating?
There's no difference to me.
Okay.
Okay, last time I was with this interesting guys, they said dating is nothing.
Dating is nothing.
Yes.
Dating is like you just
Yes, just
exploring
playing around,
options,
exactly.
right? And relationship is when you focus on one person.
One person, yes.
I think at the moment
You are dating.
I'm dating.
Okay.
Yeah.
How is the dating?
It's going great. It's going great. I mean, I've been in the dating, in the relationship scene for a while, and now that I'm back to dating, it feels good. It feels like I still have options. You know what I mean? Like I love having options,
Okay,
guys.
okay.
Yo,
She loves having
please.
options.
Please, okay. Business ventures, I love having options.
Okay.
Just everything.
Everything.
In every aspect. So even with
Then you go for what's best for you.
I always choose what's best for me.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm still out looking.
Are you happy?
Am I happy? I think yes, for now I am. I'm content. I'm not really looking like scouting really, you know. Just chilling back and waiting to see who God puts in my life at the right time, you know.
So tell us about
Yeah.
your past relationships. How were they?
Ooh. I don't know what to say, but I'm always the one to break the heart.
You are a heartbreaker.
Yo, I don't want to admit it, but yes, it's always the case that someone, you know,
Gets their heart broken.
gets their heart broken, you know,
Eventually.
So,
Why? Why though?
because
Did
I
they do
don't
something
settle.
wrong?
Because I don't settle. Not that they do something
Or
wrong.
do you get bored easily?
But then not because they do something wrong, but because I see myself having standards, and the person that I'm with.
So they don't meet those standards.
They don't meet. Like, we're not compatible. Most of the time it's like we're compatible at the moment because maybe like school binds us together, or maybe we're working in the same environment. That's what binds us. But then oftentimes, yeah, I think I find myself in a...
I was also once in this relationship in high school, and then I was in matric, and then I came out of matric, and then the relationship was different.
It was different.
And I'm like, what? I've been with this?
And and also, I think also because of the type of people that you date,
yes,
the next person after that should be better than the person that you work with, right? So before, like dating a relationship from like high school, those type of, it's different from when you're dating outside of school and when you're dating men outside of school.
I feel like a relationship during high school is different from one that is when you're out of high school, because now you get to see the real world and you get to face real issues in a relationship actually. Now it's normal like, it's one couple gets already. When I look at my it's now like
Uber me to school. Something. Exactly. And I'm scared to say it. Yes, realistically so, because I mean girls are delulu most of the time. Girls are very delusional. There's two ways to get to it, right? Okay. There's two ways to attain that lifestyle that you want. Buy the Chanel bags and those things. There's two ways to go about it. It's either you do it yourself, get those things yourself, or get somebody to get those things for you.
Simple.
Right? Simple.
I like this. I like that. Okay.
But I think with me, because I'm somebody who wants to get those things for themselves. Yes, I don't want somebody to tell me, hey.
And then they're controlling you.
And then they're controlling me because they bought me a phone.
Sure.
I scream a shame. Like, I could never. Yeah, so I think the solution, the Solulu girls, is to obtain a skill, find a job that helps you to get a source of income. You know what I mean? Like, if you do nails, if you know how to do crocheting, if you know how to do something, start from there. Because I mean, we're young, we're not obviously gonna 10 figures are not gonna fall into our bank accounts miraculously. You need to work hard for that. And I think I want to get to a point where I say that everything that I own, I bought myself.
Yes.
That's where my pride would be, Someone said to me one time, they say education is the key, but what if they change the lock? And I'm like,
I feel like the educational key opens all of the locks.
Yes, it really does. It really does. Especially as a woman in this day and age who isn't trying to be controlled by a man who has money or, yeah, education is definitely the key.
I feel like something that also kills us as young people is that we see somebody who has already made it. We want to enjoy what we're seeing on the outside, and we don't want to go through the process.
The process, yes.
I think that's what kills us.
There's a lot of shortcuts in this day and age with information running crazy. I think having an overload of information is useless. It's very useless, and especially in this day and age, like there's so much going on, So if wait, I'm trying to get back to my points here. I'm trying to get back to my points. My point. You were saying.
They don't want to go through the process. They want to just...
Yes. So there's a lot of shortcuts. Yeah. There's a lot of shortcuts to getting what looks fancy, but you won't be able to attain that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's longevity with things that are worked for, that are like hardly worked for. But this thing, getting stuff shortcuts, via free things, also
it's not good. Too much
everything that I have, I must work hard for it. Yeah. Nothing must come free. Nothing must come easy.
Not too hard.
I mean, not too hard, but like. also smart.
Yes.
But I should have put my brains into it,
like
you know?
your energy
My
invested
brains
in
into it, yeah.
You mentioned getting a skill. I see you're also into fashion. Explain more about that. I see the tracksuits and all of that. Explain more about that.
When I realized that being an electrical engineer is too hard. The physics was not physicsing. Yo, it wasn't. So I gained the passion to start my own, brand and make my own clothes because I really like the feeling. Not like, but it's quite intoxicating. The feeling of seeing you happy wearing my clothes.
And it's from you.
And it's from you, and I made it.
It's not from Adidas, it's from you.
And like you look good and you feel good. So we have a brand, Lover Boy. That's the name of the brand, and it's based in Zim.
Okay. So in closing, what are your few last words that you can advise the young people?
Advise the young people, seek the face of God. If you are more grounded in your principles, if you're more grounded in, God, your fellowship with God, be more grounded. I think those are my last words.
Okay.
And also to myself. Be more grounded. Because the first life is fast. Yo.
And uzophela.
Josie will finish you.
But there's no child in Joe.
Yo, Josie life, it's going by so fast, and in such a space like this, you can easily fall, you can easily be misled. So be more grounded. Yeah, be more grounded.
Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for
gracing us
having
with
me.
your presence.
Thank you for having me.
And there you go, Mzansi. That was Saraline spilling the tea with us. And if you love this episode, you enjoyed this episode, make sure you like, you subscribe, and you comment in the section below. And don't forget, I am your hostess in the mostest.
Yes,
See you next
indeed.
time, and I love you.
I need to introduce men.
For Zaga.
Modern day pimping, bitches. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm like, to Beverly, if you spend, you're gonna go with her home. Oh, damn.